Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to add cut lines to text in Adobe Illustrator. So we're going to select our text tool and drag out our box. Now that we have our text, we're going to go up to the selection tool and you see that you get this underline under your text. So go up to type, click on create outlines, and you see that you get these little pieces that are overlapping in the letters. In order to get rid of that, you can go up to Window and to Pathfinder, and you're going to get this little pop-up box. You may have it in your toolbars over here, but if you don't, just go to Window and Pathfinder. Now, here in the shape modes, we're going to click on the first one. If you hover over it, it says Unite. That's the one we're going to be using to get rid of those overlaps. So now we have those pieces gone, and we're going to duplicate this layer twice. So you can either go to your layers panel if it's here on the right hand side, or again you can go up to Window and click layers panel here. So I'm going to duplicate this twice. The bottom layer, I'm going to rename it Bleed. Text. And the top one is will be our cut line. So I'm going to lock and turn off two of these layers. And since they're duplicates, it's going to look like nothing happened, but they're off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over and select the little dot next to the cut line so I can switch in the appearance, the fill, and the stroke. So I'm going to turn off the fill, and then I'm going to go to stroke and turn on my stroke with the roland cut swatch. So if you have it, it's going to have this little triangle at the bottom, and you would select that. If you don't have it, what you could do is give it a color and then go to this plus sign down here where it says new swatch and name the swatch cut contour with capital C's. So now it says cut contour, it's all together, and the C's are capital. And the color type, you would change this to a spot color. The mode would be CMYK. In this drop down menu, you would select the CMYK. All of these numbers except magenta is going to be 0. So cyan 0, yellow 0, and K for black is going to be 0. So I already have it. It's going to say select another name, but if you didn't have it, you would go through the steps and you would get it after that. So the weight, I'm going to change it to 0.25. And now you see that my cut line is there. Okay, I'm going to lock the cut line layer here and turn that off. Then I'm going to go to the text layer and turn that on and unlock it. Actually, we're not going to do anything to the text layer. We're going to go to the bleed layer. Unlock that. With the selection tool, we're going to drag a box over that to select the text. And then you're going to go to Object, Path, and then offset the path. This is going to give us a bleed line. So now you see that on the outside there is this bleed, and if I go to the preview here, that pops up in this offset window. If I turn that off, you see it goes away. So depending on what you need for your cut, you can adjust this number here. It doesn't really matter too much. Just give it something that you know your machine is going to cut properly into if it needs a bleed. So press OK, and it does look a little bit scary, but this is just the bleed. So if you wanted to unite in your Pathfinder tool, you would just click Unite and then turn on your cut layer and your text layer, and then go to File, save as, and save it as an Adobe PDF. And now you're good to go to open it in VersaWorks and cut your text.